so funny.
That's good. All right, we're good to go. All right.
Are we doing condoms only?
We can do whatever. I don't think it really makes that big of a difference. But this is Dinosaurs Rule episode 56.
Whoa.
Bow, 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 bow. Your water Deja Blue. That's a great
You like that?
I like that name.
We're sponsored today by Deja Blue.
I feel like I've drank this before.
Yeah, that's so funny. Who do you think makes it?
Dasani. It looks very Dasani, but
under the authority. That's what it says. How crazy is that of a statement? This is produced under the authority of Dr. Pepper and 7-Up.
So, like
that's so funny.
That's such a weird flex.
They're not even the leaders of their company.
Yeah.
That's like the Dawn is like Pepsi.
Yeah.
And then the underbosses are clearly 7-Up and Dr. Pepper.
Well, I think Dr. Pepper's its own company.
No way, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Here, can we Google that real quick?
Yeah, I thought I was going to get that thing set up. Oh, make a note of that.
What thing's set up? I mean, you can use mine. Use mine. Just don't look at the notes.
Okay.
Because I want it to be a surprise.
Get the Microsoft Surface set up for producer Google's. Yes. Here, let me look at it. Go ahead and tell them something.
Yeah, so we're looking up to see if Dr. Pepper is their own company. I'm pretty sure that's factual, but I want to just double check.
Whoa, Dr. Pepper is not owned by Coca-Cola or PepsiCo. It's part of its own independent company called Keurig Dr. Pepper.
Oh, it's Keurig.
Clearly a combination of companies publicly traded. They also own brands like Snapple, 7-Up, and A&W, although it often licenses bottling and distribution to Coca-Cola or Pepsi.
Interesting.
Dr. Pepper is its own company and historically uses bottling facilities from competitors.
Isn't that interesting? Because Dr. Pepper is like objectively a great soda. That's crazy that they were able to survive in the market with Pepsi and Coke.
Well, yeah, you know, what is Pepsi and Coke's answer to Dr. Pepper if they were to try to replace it?
Well,
Mr.
no one
Pibb?
knows what's in Dr. Pepper.
Oh, yeah, isn't it got
That's the lore.
a bunch of flavors or something?
Yeah, it's like
30 ingredients or something?
something. There's a South Park episode about it where they Cartman or one of the characters is adopted by in a household who's agnostic, and they only drink Dr. Pepper because they don't know what it is.
Dr. Pepper. You know, I'm a huge fan of Mr. Pibb. Specifically, as a kid, I liked it at, I want to say McDonald's used to have it on tap. And it was so good. It could have been just because it came from McDonald's, and they kind of have better sodas than other places.
You think they put more sugar in the sodas or something?
Yeah, I think they got something with the Coke where it's a different, the reason it, yeah, I think they get like a special thing.
Yeah, because the McDonald's Sprite also is like really good.
Yeah, that's interesting. There was something that they did to it. I don't know.
They're putting like trace amounts of fentanyl in it.
That's another thing we should have our guy Google when he's here.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I just think I guess it won't be tough to like coordinate to have a third person like, well, what would they do? Just look stuff up for us?
Well, no, technically what we'll need a third person for is if we were popular and poppin', they'd be making the clips and doing the editing and uploading and everything. They'd be doing what you do now.
Okay.
And then you just got to worry about
showing up.
Production.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be cool. When we get to that point, we got to be positive and put it out in the universe.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is we could do it now.
Well, that one dude you were saying, he would do that, you think? Nah.
No, I don't think he's got the time personally. I think he's working 2 jobs right now, but
and I would feel weird asking someone to do that for free when like we have 30 subscribers.
It's got to be someone that believes in the vision, huh? Let's call my mom.
My mom would be down.
My grandma.
They don't know tech, you know?
Yeah, I know.
We're tech guys.
That's funny. She goes, I don't know how to record this on Super 8.
Yeah. I did actually recently I learned something new about the iPhone recently. Did you know you can measure with the iPhone? There's a measuring app built into the iPhone.
Yeah.
You do that? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've used it for not necessarily to measure, but I've used it to level things.
Oh, I'm going to try it on my wiener
It's
tonight.
part of the same thing. And the leveling part is brilliant. Like, it's really helped. When you don't have a level, it's actually pretty good.
Leveler.
Yeah, there's so much shit. That's the thing is, like, can I buy an iPhone for dumb people? I don't want a smartphone. I'm not a smart guy. Give me something that matches my speed.
Oh, that's interesting if it matches your intellect.
Yeah, if it's so smart, how come it can't dumb itself down so I can understand it?
Yeah. You go to the Apple store and you have to take an IQ test.
That's funny. They're like, ooh, you actually can't get the iPhone 14.
You don't qualify.
We have you over here in the iPhone 7 section. It's got a few less utilities. So we don't think you have the necessary augments to handle this sort of phone.
Yeah. And then where would Android come in? Androids are just the cat.
Android is like the mental ed clinic across the street.
The psych ward.
Yeah, I stand on that.
Yeah.
It's all those people over there that are just huffing down CO2 fume or
Computer duster.
carbon monoxide fumes. Yeah, they're sucking on computer duster. That's right.
I would I mean I told you about this already, but I kind of expanded on it, but like I want to go to Harvard and find the dumbest person at Harvard.
I love that idea.
Yeah. But then I want to go to a community college and try to find someone smarter than that person. You know?
And just and show. It's interesting. You know, the Department of War is no longer sending cadets to Harvard. Did you hear about that?
Because of the wokeness?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Oh wow.
Harvard's woke, you know. There's a correlation between smart and woke, I guess.
Well, speaking of woke, I was playing Overwatch, and you know that game's very woke, right?
Is it?
Yeah, like
well, yeah, I see they got a lot of representation on there.
yeah, like I think every June they do the rainbow flags.
Okay.
And it doesn't bother me.
Very
I'm
supportive
like,
game. Yeah,
like do whatever you want to do, but don't do that and then do the opposite. Because I'm in a game, and you know how like the AI voice for the characters, they'll just like start talking before a match starts.
Sure, yeah.
One of the voices was like,
oh,
yeah, one of the voices was like, Orisa, your character goes like, you're looking extra big today, or like something like that. And she's like, nope, I'm my normal size. Like, it's like, whoa, are we body shaming Overwatch? Like you claim.
Oh yeah. No, I remember her saying something about her big back end.
Yeah, something like that. It's like,
yeah,
what? Like you can't have it both ways.
The voice clips.
Yeah. So I thought that was kind of peculiar.
That's funny. It's an interesting game because I don't know if it's how we play it, but there's no way to communicate with other people on there, is there?
There is. You can go game chat, but in quick play, no one goes game chat. But in competitive, everybody's mic'd up.
Oh.
And dude, it is toxic. Dude, I remember one game, I played this character, Sombra. Do you know Sombra?
No.
She's the one that like teleports. There's two teleporters.
Yeah,
so I don't know if you. Anyways, so I'm playing her. It's like my first time ever playing her, and my team is roasting me for how bad I'm doing. They're like, Sombra, you're supposed to go backline. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just doing my best. But they kept chirping, and I finally lost. I'm like, you know what? This game's fucking dead. Good luck playing this game in a year from now. Like this game, like it's over for you guys.
That was 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was. And I'm still playing it.
It's a fun game. It's a sort of game. You know what? I think I evolved as a gamer when I realized you could play more than one title, and you can play more than. I think a healthy way to play video games is to play more than one title. If you're going to play games all night, and I mean like even for like a couple hours, don't burn yourself out on one game. I think that
Kinda
turns
mix it
into
up.
brain rot. Mixing it up and you're like, I'm going to play 30 minutes of this game and then I'm going to challenge my brain in a different way and play 30 minutes of this game and maybe even mix it up and do what I've been ending on. My palate cleanser at the end of the night is playing blackjack on this like simulator.
Yeah, palate cleanser.
Yeah, because there's a lot of action with Overwatch. You might want to start with a first person shooter like that, where it's just crazy and you're getting that arcade video game feel of like,
Just
insane weapons and it's not just bullets. There's everything going on and it's total chaos and it's constant aggression and defense. And then you move to a game like Arc Raiders where it's thoughtful and you have to there's also teamwork, but you could go solo if you're done playing with a team and you don't want to live up to anybody's thing. And
yeah, like with Arc Raiders, you can choose to have action. You can choose to just kind of loot and chill. And, it's a good decompress from Overwatch.
Yes, and it gets stressful in the way too, where like I said, it not only is there an inventory that you can only have so much stuff. You're trying to Arc Raiders is a game. For people that don't know, we'll describe each game in like a sentence. Overwatch is a game where it's like basically like one team versus another team, and you could be a whole bunch of different characters, and all those characters have their own abilities and weapons and characteristics. And it's your random team of characters, whoever your team picks versus whoever their team picks. And you're trying, it's like a tug of war game or a team deathmatch where which team comes out on top. Arc Raiders is a game where you have an inventory full of stuff, you fill a backpack up with everything you think you'll need to go on a quote unquote raid. You load into a map either as a solo or a team of 3, and it's like a loot and extract game. And it's a player versus player, or it's a player versus computer, where there's other players in your game at all times, but you guys can team up with a stranger who's not on your team to kill a robot who's menacing the entire lobby, or you could kill that person and then kill the robot, or you can wait for a person to kill the robot, get all the good stuff from the robot, kill that person, and then go home. So there's like multiple layers of trusting people. And the brilliant thing about it is like it gets stressful because you're like, how much stuff do I take in? How much room do I leave? When you get in there, there's times you have a whole loadout and you get in there and you spend it all right away and you're like, oh, I didn't bring enough grenades for this. I didn't bring enough this. I'm not prepared for this, what I'm doing, so I better get the fuck out. And then at the end of the night, I'm playing blackjack on a simulator with fake money, and it's just something where I don't have to think of anything other than hit, stand, split.
Yeah.
And it like totally will put you out, and then you can kind of go from that to YouTube.
It's kind of like a roller coaster drop. Like it starts like really intense, and then it kind of mellows out as the night goes on. And
I used to play Call of Duty for that whole period of time, and it would just drain you at the end of it. There's times where like I'd be an hour into playing Call of Duty with my friends and not having, and I wouldn't be having like fun. It would be stressful. It would just be like shitty lobbies after shitty lobbies. Nothing's going my way, and we're still going to try it another fucking 40 times. That's the definition of insanity.
So it's funny. I enjoy that. I need the fast pace. Like I'm so ADD. I can't loot. I can't I literally in Call of Duty, I hit like a couple boxes. And I'm like, okay, where are people? It's just different strokes for different folks.
Well, would you play like but you don't like Battlefield, right?
No. It's too slow.
Too slow?
Yeah.
All it is war.
Yeah, but
there's no looting of anything.
What I mean it's slow is the movement is slow in it compared to Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, you want to run around like crazy.
Like the guy I showed you. Like I'm trying to move like that guy.
Yeah, that's insane. I kind of was in that flow state at one point in 2020.
Yeah.
Where it was like I swear I had all my computer settings perfect, and then like one update came for Call of Duty, and ever since it's been fucked up
I
somehow.
finally figured out I could get your settings.
You say that.
I know. I've said
so
this.
much. You're like, dude, I figured it out.
No, I really have.
I found a YouTube video. I got the settings.
I'm getting 200 FPS now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And 200 FPS is just it's frames per second. It doesn't mean that it doesn't really mean that you're moving quicker through the game, right? It just means that you're seeing information faster.
Most players are playing at 120. So it just means the frame registers faster for me than for them. So I inherently
So you
have
might see them coming around a corner before they on their end are coming around the corner.
Yeah.
But such a split second. How much of
it makes a big difference.
A big difference?
Well, so it makes it makes a big difference up until, like, for instance, before I made these changes, I was at 90 FPS. And
tough.
I couldn't even compete against anybody.
Sure. We're losing gunfights left and right.
And 120 is minimum, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the difference,
kind of the standard rate, right?
Yeah, the difference from 120 to 200 is less of a difference than 90 to 120.
I feel that, yeah.
But the 120 to 200 is still relatively significant.
Notable.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how much so? Are you getting twice as many kills?
Most games I drop like 9 to 12.
Wow, which used to be like kind of big
4 to
numbers.
6. Yeah. It used to be 4 to 6 for me.
Sure.
Like, now I'm like really dialing it in.
And who's still playing? Are they getting new players, or is it a constant influx, or is it constantly just the old diehards that are still playing it?
The game creators could give a shit about the game.
100%. That's why I left.
Do you know the streamer Nixta?
Yeah.
He just posted a clip of him going against a cheater, and he reported him, and the cheater was kicked out of the game because he showed the disconnected thing.
Uh-huh.
The very next game, the cheater was back in the game.
Same guy?
Same guy.
He didn't get banned, or?
He didn't get banned. He just kicked him from the lobby.
Well, why go through the trouble to kick him from the lobby if you're not going to just
That's
ban
what Nixta
him?
was saying. He's like, what's the point of a ban, like, if you could just re-queue 2 seconds later?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Well, aren't they using Ricochet as an anti-cheat software?
Yeah, but it's
so how corrupt is Ricochet? Or I don't understand.
I guess Ricochet's anti-cheat figure is ricocheting back.
Yeah, that's so funny. What's interesting is I always thought in my head these companies that sell the anti-cheat stuff to the game developers have to be selling the bypasses to the fucking cheat websites.
I not to pry too much into this, but I imagine like the CEO for Ricochet is like that commercial real estate guy.
Oh yeah. So should I kind of?
No, I don't think we should talk about it. But
well, I could be very vague about it.
Okay, be vague about it.
So I saw this. I've never been involved in real estate or real estate agents, but I know that every failed fucking 40-year-old somehow turns into a real estate agent, right? Yeah. So I have a friend of mine that's looking at commercial real estate. I'm going with him. We're looking at this place. And he brought me for my industrial knowledge, kind of background on what would it take construction wise and everything, how worth it is the total price of this building. And this guy meets us there, and first of all he seems to know very little. He just knows the square footage of the place. He doesn't really have any other information. And I'm talking to the guy, and I'm looking around and I'm taking notes and I'm pulling stuff out. And he's like, I was looking in drains, and I go, the last time the drains were snaked? And he didn't even know what that was.
How do you not know that?
Well, because you're just trying to sell the dream.
Oh, I thought you meant he didn't know what snaking drains meant.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
Oh, what?
I don't think he did, because the way he looked at me was just like, I don't know, I can ask. Was every question I asked this guy, all he said was, I don't know, I can ask. Yeah. And I'm like, you're the fucking liaison. You're the representative of this place on behalf of the owner of it. You should know this shit.
Yeah.
Aren't people going to ask you questions when they come in and look at something that I'm not going to say a price, but let's just say it's in the fucking six figures.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you should have pretty accurate answers. So anyways, long story short, I'm taking all these notes. I go upstairs. He's sweet talking my friend. Oh, he's just
agreeable,
very agreeable. He's a yes man down there, and my friend's thinking of all the beautiful things this can be, and he's kind of like, he's got this hallucination of what it could be and not what it's going to take to get it there. Mm-hmm. And I had a very real approach where I go, wow, this needs to, I found a bunch of leaks, and I climbed on top of the roof, and I realized, well, the roof needs to be replaced. I go down there and I tell the guy, I go, how much are they asking for this? And let's just make up a number. Let's say 20 mil. The guy goes, they want 20 million for the building. And I go, 20 million. I go, well, it's going to cost about $1.5 million to $2 million to fix the roof. Or I forgot how I said it. I go, how did I go? I was like, he goes, yeah, it's going to be 20 million. And I go, oh, well, that roof needs to be repaired. I go, that's insanely steep. Or he goes, 20 mil. And I go, 20 mil. And he goes, yeah, 20 mil. And I go, that's fucking crazy. And he goes, yeah, it's steep. And I'm like, bro, are you just going to fucking agree with everything that I say? I go, pick a fucking side, you spineless jellyfish.
I'm on your side.
Yeah.
No matter what.
He's like, well, whatever you like, I like too. Yeah. That was the vibe he gave me.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, well, the whole entire roof needs to be replaced. And he goes, totally.
Yeah. That's why we have buckets.
You didn't even, you didn't know. I had to put a ladder up to get on the roof.
Oh,
so they were going to let us on the roof.
Oh, so he was surprised you went up to the roof.
Yeah. We were on the roof. Oh. And it's like, I told my buddy, I go, we need to look at this a little closer, dude. Mm-hmm. But it's amazing how these guys will just sell you anything. They don't give a fuck. They want the commission of it.
You should have made the joke you go up to the roof and you come down and you're like, there's a dead body up there?
Yeah. Previous owner killed himself up there.
There's a dead body up there? He's like, totally.
You're like, yeah, we should probably call the cops. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I was right about
definitely
right there with you.
So it's crazy, though, that at that level, we went to a restaurant last night, another fine dining place. Now, I'm not from the background of money whatsoever. My friend took me to a nice fine dining place, and it was over in the tech center. Good seafood, good steak, whatever. The whole thing was really nice, but it had the vibes of upper echelons, and everyone's dressed nice and everyone was professional and everything was so figured out, and the valet and everything is so particular, and you could tell that they're representing the expensiveness that you're in for. They're like, we're gonna bleed this motherfucking table out of $1,000 for a dinner, or it wasn't that much, but we're gonna get these guys for a very expensive dinner, but we're going to be fucking
experts
in the field. We're going to, we're going to just break down every part of their meal for them. And, this is, they're playing the field well. When that much money is involved in a real estate sale, you would expect the guy to fucking pull up in a suit. This guy's in a
suit?
Fuck no.
Oh, shit.
And, he pulls up representing a very expensive place.
He at least needs a Bluetooth headset.
Yeah, something that shows me you're a man of action, or you're a business guy.
Show me you're better than me.
The more, and then he chickened out. The more questions I asked him, the quicker he was like, gentlemen, I have a hard stop at 12. I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
And it was so funny, too, because you could tell this guy is so fly by night and by the seat of his pants, because I asked him if he represents any other properties that we can maybe look at.
Great question.
So now we're looking at a fucking, the place we're looking at now is, 20,000+ square feet. He goes, well, yeah, I got another place you guys can look at. It's 2,000 square feet and it's right down the road. And it's I go, okay. if what we just told you we need is fucking 20, if we're looking at this place,
what makes you think?
Why would you then? That's like I come in to look at fucking Corvettes and you're like, hey, I got a Pinto you can look at.
Yeah.
Are you interested in this Pinto? Yeah. And you're like, no, I want a fucking sports car, you idiot.
Sorry, my boss told me to push the Pinto.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I am an idiot.
You're totally right.
I just thought it was so ridiculous. And so many of the fucking bums that we went to or that from high school, I'll tell you this, friends, the fucking failed rapper from your high school now sells real estate. These people, he's still trying to push a mixtape to people who are asking about floor to ceiling windows. They're asking about HVAC, and he's saying, "You want to hear my new single?"
Yeah,
these fucking people are jokesters, man.
Did you want to continue on that? Because
no, they're just fucking, they're trash. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was driving the other night, and I'm Couric. I'm helping my friend Couric kind of side
name drop.
Music.
Yeah, has that begun?
Kind of like he gave me an email template, and I haven't started reaching out yet, but I plan to. But this guy I'm driving the other night is like, yeah, bro, I'm a rapper. I'm like, oh, dude, send me your stuff.
Whoa.
And he sends me his stuff, and it's like so bad, dude. And
yeah, it always is.
I sent him the email like, hey, bro, I listen. Like, keep working at it. Feel free to send me more stuff. And I thought that was like a nice way of saying you fucking suck.
Yeah. Well, I'll be in touch when an opportunity arises. Is a good little tag to put on there.
Yeah. And because I don't believe in ghosting, but I also don't believe in you don't have to be mean either.
You cheeky little fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, not you. Sorry. Yeah. He knows he's just looking. What was that last statement you said though? I'm sorry.
I said I don't.
You don't want to be mean.
I don't want to be mean, but I also don't want to ghost them, so.
Yeah, no, it's very important to close the loop.
Yeah.
Don't leave it open-ended because then, you lose credibility as response and stuff. So now let me ask you this. Is it dedicated to one genre that you have to look for?
All genres.
Oh, bro, could I slide you a name?
Slide me names and I'll cut you into my percentage. We'll split.
I ain't worried about that. I just want you guys to give this guy a fair look. Because I think if he doesn't get picked up by somebody, he's gonna end up on fucking Pretty Lights label or Daily Bread.
Oh, or is it what kind of house?
It's electronic.
Electronic.
And I think I think you grab him now. He's got motion. He's good. He's only getting better. And it's somebody that, bro,
Would it be the worst thing in the world?
I would represent him if I was a music agent.
Mm-hmm. Would it be the worst thing in the world if a white boy caught a little bit of motion,
Yeah.
I don't know if he's white, but
he is, I think he's maybe Mexican. White Mexican. I don't know. I can't tell anymore. I'm just waiting for the future where we're all one fucking race and we all look like Beyonce.
Well, so
we're all caramel fucking they them.
Well, so that brings me to something.
Ooh. Caramel versus chocolate. Go.
Oh yeah. So that's what we kind of touched on this. We kind of touched on this with Craig, but it's a little bit different. So I'm driving the other night and I pick up this guy and I'm like, what kind of hobbies do you have? And he's like, I'm a gamer. I'm like, oh, that's cool, bro. He's like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm like, he's like, yeah, you could say I'm in a relationship with a fictional video game character.
Oh, no.
I'm like, oh, right on. He plays Baldur's Gate. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess his girlfriend's in that game. But so, because I remember roasting my friend who was in high school, and he was the first person I know that signed up for online dating. He was on OkCupid, and everyone roasted him, but now everyone does it.
Everybody.
So, you think that's going to be the same kind of thing where, we're all going to have
online
girlfriends that we can, physically be with? I don't know how that would work, but I don't know.
Haptic suits. I don't know. That's, I don't know. I've seen clips on YouTube where people are there's fucking virtual reality furry clubs. Oh, sorry. Do you have something to say?
We gotta go. Yeah. We got to get into those and stream.
Well, it would just be trolling them because these people are. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's so fucking hard to take a stance on anything because in fucking 2 years they're gonna cancel you when they're like, oh yeah, wolves are people now. People can be fucking wolves.
Yeah.
You know, I really don't care if people are they, them, male, female, non-binary. I don't give a fuck.
Well, so my thing with cancellation is like a part of me, like, because I'm not mean-spirited, but I will say crazy shit sometimes.
Sure.
And so with that in mind, like, I would love to be canceled because if you want to be canceled, then you have to be something in order to be canceled.
Well, actually, when you get canceled, it's more of a promotional push than anything you could do on your own.
Exactly. Like
It's like adding a whole layer of support that you didn't have before through exposure.
Yeah, well, unless you're that one guy you were telling me about who kind of got canceled for what he did. I don't want to say names or bring up the actual...
Was it
the
Oh, okay. He didn't get canceled. Nobody knows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think there's very few people that knows, and they're
Well,
all
it's-
afraid to fucking call the piece of shit out on it.
Well, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
I fucking cut ties. That's the other. Here's an interesting point. When does the white knight bullshit stop? So I think that, you know, I think that the exploitation of artists in the entertainment industry is disgusting. And what I mean is like the progress through the ranks by blackmail or sexual exploitation, which happens, the Weinsteins, I'm talking all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Where does, speaking to the victims that would rather not deal with it, because a lot of these people, it's like the wife that gets beat up by her husband at home. She doesn't want to tell her family because she knows her family's going to go, she knows her family's going to go fuck the guy up. And she's worried about the repercussions of that. Maybe or that person is so brainwashed that they don't think it's that big of a deal, or they don't want further reciprocation of more violence after this person gets beat up. But I guess my question is, where does the white knight... Yeah, you're the fucking one that did it. But say I heard a rumor that's really just a rumor because I didn't hear it from the horse's mouth itself. And I'm never one to like, I hate when fucking people hear something and then run with it.
Yeah, like you don't want to start drama.
Yeah.
Unless, like
We're in a business where everyone seems to try to undercut each other and get ahead of each other. And they do that shit by sabotage. And a lot of that is sabotage via reputation. When you're an independent contractor, word of mouth is your fucking currency. So I think that there is an angle that a lot of people take that's like, I'm going to undercut this person to hurt their chances, thinking that it's going to overall better my chances in the industry. Now, before I get too far off track and on a soapbox, when somebody hears of something that happened, if I had confirmation, it's a string.
Okay.
If I hit, yep, here, it's over for you now, bitch. If I had
Wait till you pay off the debt.
yeah. If I had confirmation, then I can do one of two things. If I receive confirmation that is trusted, well, then I will isolate myself from that person and cut off all contacts and cut off any sort of work relationship or friendship.
Like a micro cancellation.
I have no problem fucking canceling people out of my own personal life.
Yeah, I did that this week. Actually, we'll get to that.
Oh, good. It's good. It's healthy. It's you when you find what's toxic, you fucking get it out of there. It's like ripping a piece of mold off the bread.
I agree and disagree, but keep going.
So if I hear something, is it my duty as a white knight to fucking stand up and be like, the whistleblower?
I think it's case by case. You know, I think if it's directly affecting your energy, then you need to say something.
See, and this one's not, but it's like, I think it's fucked up on an overall scale that
Like the one that I brought
potentially-
up just now. You're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
That potentially, I think it's fucked up that potentially this is happening or happened, and what do we do in regards to that person? Do we get a pitchfork and a mob and we go fucking handle it, street justice?
Well, the equivalent
Is it up to the victim to say that they want that, or to confirm it even? Like, what do you do with a fucking rumor?
The equivalent of that is you get a burner account and tweet it all.
Oh, and you just kind of fucking blow it up from the sidelines. Yeah,
Maybe, I don't know. Like, hey, what did this guy say?
Yeah, the thing is, it's like, whoa.
And tag everybody.
I want to do the right thing and I want to be the right person. But, I worked with a friend of mine, and then after I worked with that person, I got, I heard side conversation of, there's drama surrounding that person in a whole nother fucking city, by the way, but there's drama surrounding that person, and it's one person that keeps bringing that drama up. And even though that one person always has drama with fucking everybody,
Yeah.
So you never want to say like, oh, I never want to look at a victim and be like, you cried wolf. I think everything should be taken. Every claim should be taken
Serious.
for what it is and taken seriously, and nobody should be afraid to come out and say something.
Well, I have a solution for all of that.
Yeah.
So, because we're talking about like Weinstein stuff, how like Weinstein was like, oh, you want to be in the next Avengers and suck my dick,
Yep.
like that's what we're talking about. And
Scarlett Johansson. I'm just kidding.
yeah, poor girl. She's
Black
so
Widow.
hot. So the solution to that is mandatory. Every single person has to wear a 24/7 body
Chastity
cam.
belt.
No,
What?
body cam.
Oh, no, that's not good.
That's the solution.
Why would you wear a body cam? The elimination of personal privacy, and that's more of an invasion of private space than your butthole.
Well, no. The footage is your footage, but then it can be subpoenaed if.
So everyone's wearing a body cam. If that doesn't stop the fucking police from killing black people, what is it going to stop monsters from? Oh, the body cam actually failed during this part of the clip.
I think it actually has minimized police from killing black people.
Oh.
Like I feel like there'd be a lot more black people dead had it not been for body cams.
I think body cams have helped, but I just think the manipulation of that is the same. If people don't want that information to come out and they're in a authoritative place, they have the means to not let it go. That's why, like the Epstein cameras, how does that footage go missing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do all those coincidences
I'll tell you about the Epstein footage. So that all went missing in a good way, actually, because Epstein's in witness protection.
Yeah, you think he's alive, right?
Yeah. Well, there's been photos that have been surfacing of him lately.
Why would he? How could this guy be alive with everything that's come out? I think he would have more people that would want him dead.
Well,
and they all could.
They're keeping him alive to take down everybody else.
Oh, you think he just sold out for a plea deal?
Yeah.
And the plea deal guarantee was him to fake his death.
Yeah, but I do think he's going to be dealt with at a later date, and I don't know what that looks like.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like that scene in Batman where Joker has everyone rob the bank for him and then kill the person they came with, and then Joker kills the last guy.
Yeah.
Same shit. All the dirty work and kill all the witnesses along the way and all the accomplices.
Yeah, but I don't know if you can legally do that, but I don't know.
Bro, nothing is done legally anymore. We got to get over that. If we haven't seen that our legal system has been a complete and utter failure since fucking the end of World War II. Yeah, which even before that with like McCarthyism and
fair, but I would also argue that we have the best legal system in the world.
In comparison to like the rest of the world,
other countries, yeah.
Yeah, I know. We do have like, if you're white, it's great.
Well, it's not so much race based, but you could argue that. But I would argue it's more so if you have the money.
Yeah, I think it's class warfare.
Like, yeah, like my Uncle Kyle, he has a public defender right now.
Yeah.
And the public defender's like ghosting him.
Hilarious. They're like, sorry, we got a, I got a lot of cases. This 13-year-old stole makeup from Claire's, and I'm dealing with that as well.
Yeah.
And how funny. I just see the DA is like the same thing as that real estate guy.
Yeah.
He's like, this is bad, huh? Well, it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. No, it's same kind of energy.
Yeah.
Well, and he told me like
Public defender.
because like the quote unquote victim sent a letter to the DA saying like I'm not pressing charges, and my uncle's like, hey, like to the public defender, like, hey, did you get the letter? He's like, I haven't seen a letter. And then he's like, checks his email. He's like, oh, it's right here.
Oh my God.
And then he's like, do you think it's gonna help my case? He's like, I don't know.
That's so funny. That guy could run the improv. It's ridiculous how so many facets are failed. You know what you said last week? We were going to prepare by thinking about what we would do as president. You remember that?
Yeah, let's do that segment.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're president,
I think what I would do would be I know world trade and focusing on like our GDP and everything is huge. Well, okay. I'm such a fucking idiot. I shouldn't be talking about this.
okay, no. Like, well, but let's just do funny things. Let's not do real. things.
Funny things on a real. One thing that I would try to take away is for-profit prisons, and I mean, I would instantly legalize marijuana, but I wouldn't federally mandate that the federal government's got everything to do with it.
Well, so okay,
because I think even on a state level, we've shown that the state's going to fuck that up, and on a federal level, we know they're going to fuck it up.
Well, I think the FDA is corrupt, and it's like I don't want them to touch weed.
That's the same place I'm coming from.
Yeah, like I mean,
look what the MED has done, which is like
MED.
The Marijuana Enforcement Division of like Colorado.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they're basically our federal government of marijuana control.
Mm-hmm.
They're the oversight that the state has put in place.
They're not doing a very good job.
And they suck ass.
Yeah. My mom got sick from Green Dragon's flower, their own
wow.
grow. Like
PM, powder mildew.
And she's a stoner. She's been smoking.
That's crazy. I didn't know your mom was.
Yeah, she's a big stoner. She goes to Green Dragon.
Cool.
She's like, hey, I got sick from your guys' weed. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, you're the fifth person in the last 2 months to tell us that.
Wow, bro. They got to see, you can't really recall. You could stop selling what's left on your shelves, but weed moves so fast that
like, how are you supposed to know what batch?
And everybody shares. Well, that's why they have like the batches and the IDs. They should be able to
track it,
find it, rip it out of there. But the problem is there's no oversight once you get big. Like, look at I don't want to get sued by these people, but one of the biggest dispensary chains early on in Colorado that probably is still one of the biggest ones, Green in the name.
Yeah. Oh, they got caught bleaching their weed.
Good. Those people should fucking shut down every location from the jump. In
Walmart weed.
Yes. And what's crazy was that's when they started. I remember them saying, we want to be the Walmart of weed in Colorado. Like that was a fucking
that's a flex.
Good thing. Yeah. And I had a friend, and this is right when the industry became legalized in Colorado. I had a friend jump into it right off the rip. And this was somebody who was extremely passionate and learned under some brilliant growers, like some artisan shit. You know what I mean? Like the people that really cared about the product and everything to do with it from start to finish and doing it in a clean, healthy way. And he worked for them for like 2 weeks, and he questioned a few things, and he goes, oh, here's a bunch of powdered mildew. You know, this whole room is compromised. And they basically gave him the like, you're going to shut up about it or you can find a new employment. If you're not comfortable overlooking this shit, you need to get out of here. And he was not comfortable with it, so he fucking left.
Did he sign like an NDA where like he can't talk about it?
No, he told everybody he could, but there's the thing is they were too big to fail already.
Well, it'd be funny if they're like, we want to be the Walmart or weed, and you go in and they got like a disabled greeter.
How funny. Yeah, it's an old guy at the front, you know. Indica or sativa today, boys. In my day, we'd smoke Thai stick.
We smoked out of cans.
We'd smoke Thai stick and we'd hunt the Viet Cong.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? I'm gonna play Arc Raiders.
45 minutes later, you're still hearing about Vietnam.
Yeah. It's insane. I would do away with that for-profit prison bullshit, and I'd attack the weed thing right away too, because I think it's filling up too many of our prisons.
I'd actually do the opposite. I would double down on the for-profit prisons and be like, yo, this is a Sunny D prison, yo.
Sunny D.
Yeah, or like a Coca-Cola prison.
Oh, they'd start being branded
like business,
like fucking sports fields.
Yeah, like their jumpsuits are like
ball arena.
Yeah, like a NASCAR jumpsuit for prison.
That's funny. Yeah, you know, that's funny. They could just play ads to them all day long.
Yeah,
but they can't buy anything.
Yeah.
Like,
who is this for?
The next gajillion dollar industry is selling ad space in people's dreams.
Yeah, well, I think they've discovered how to do that. And
yeah,
dude, I would sign up for that if I get paid. I would do that. Fuck it.
There's like, I think I did see something come out about they were able to take brainwaves and formulate what it was viewing or what it was putting together. I don't know. That's so crazy that science and technology is so nuts.
Mm-hmm. You know what I would do if I was president? I would make it mandatory that every kid is homeschooled.
I don't know. I think our school system, our public school system sucks too. I think public school is necessary, but like we've talked about this before about like school shootings. I hate to blame guns because I think we should blame the kids. I don't think it has anything to do with anything other than the fucking rotten nature of bullies. And there might be one or two whack jobs that are religiously motivated or racially motivated, but most of those, like the Columbine kids were the fucking rejects, and most of these kids are bullied to the point of fucking snapping. And nowadays, instead of bringing in a fucking hockey stick and hitting somebody, you can come with an AR-15, which is, gets a lot more done.
So I politely disagree.
Yeah. I'll fucking bully you right now.
I think it's it has to do with Big Pharma like overly medicating these kids.
Yeah,
because if
Big Pharma's a problem too.
Because that's a common denominator. If you look at all these school shooters, they're hyped up on all kinds of meds. Well,
also I'll second that with saying the generation that's shooting everyone up right now is coming from the generation that was misdiagnosed and misdosed in the fucking 80s and 90s. When they were like, oh, throw Ritalin at it. Oh, throw fucking Adderall at it. He's 7. Zoloft. Let's put him on legal meth.
Yeah.
Those are the people like my older brother,
Yeah.
They dosed him.
A victim
he was a victim of he was institutionalized through the prison industrial complex and all that shit. And I watched it, and I remember him being maybe 9 years old. I'm 4 or 5, maybe he's 10. And I remember him telling me very clearly, little kid talk to little kid talk. I don't want to take these meds. I don't like the way they make me feel. I don't feel right on these meds. And he would say that to these fucking people. Wow. And the doctor that we took him to, because I would go to he'd have to go to a therapist, and the therapist would be like, yeah, he needs this. And we went to this fucking clown. And I remember thinking he was a clown, and I was like 7 or whatever. I'm young. And I would hear what my brother would say.
Real estate guy.
Yeah, right. It's his son. No, the problem was that real estate guy was like our age. So I'm like, I'm like, what career did you already fail that you now are in real estate? Nobody leaves high school and goes into real estate unless their family or friends are in real estate.
Yeah.
You fall back on real estate when you realize you can't have a regular job. You got no fucking brains. You got no bravado. All you want to do is be like, oh, I'm going to represent something that's going to sell itself. That's like anyone could be a weed dealer. Anyone can fucking do real estate.
Yeah.
You know? Watch all the real estate people fucking start attacking.
Yeah, it's also true that like everyone that claims they sold weed in high school, they're so proud of it. It's like, you're right. Like anyone could do that, dude.
Yeah, it sells itself.
Yeah.
You just literally have to be in any market.
You just bought weed from a bigger drug dealer.
Exactly. And yeah, I would get rid of a lot of stuff. There's a lot of poisonous, and also, you know, I hate to sound like the insurgency, but don't you think it's both sides of the spectrum are so fucked up politically that neither party's going to work? Who of our age range? Who in our age range is going to have faith in either fucking party?
Wait, going back to the drug dealer thing real quick, I actually have more respect for heroin dealers because that's a hard sell for a first time user. Not like
Well, that's the thing. Heroin dealers are never selling to first time users.
Oh, okay. That's true.
Heroin dealers have the most loyal clientele possible, and a good heroin dealer is going to try their best to keep that person alive. That's why all this. That's why the incursion offense. Yeah, they're like your protective, whatever, because they want your
guardian
money.
angel.
Yeah, you know who answers the phone quicker than your fucking mom? Your heroin dealer at 8 a.m. telling you to be ready by 11:15 at the park off 112th and Grant.
Yeah,
it's insane because. The influx of fent, I don't understand. I think it's a psyop not a psyop, but I think it's like, I think China's trying to take us out and weaken us from the inside out.
Well,
in every way they can.
I mean, they were, but not anymore. It's that's over.
Well, they're the largest exporter of fentanyl, though.
Yeah, but I don't know if they still are.
Well, I wonder. I don't know either. But I think that
real quick, so which is crazy to me because China is like the most restrictive country there is. Like, how are they? Like that tells you the government's probably involved in that.
No, I think that's exactly what it is. I think it's the government wants to be the major world power, and that's why they are so restrictive of their people, and they're so focused on STEM. When it comes to learning, and they are trying to have a smarter population of people, which they do. Let's look at test scores. You know, they want to have a smarter population of people, and they want to flood America with as much bullshit as possible to weaken us from the inside out. And that's not only through drugs. I think Mexico sells us drugs not to become a world power, just because, goddamn, we're a cash cow.
Well, yeah, and it's the market. Yeah,
I think China, who doesn't need to sell drugs to the U.S. because you have the Middle East selling. You know, the drugs are coming from all over, and I mean, here's the other thing though is China low key has been running like trade for a long time since like it was the spice trade and opium back in the day, and we're talking like the reach of China's exports were insane from I don't know, just for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
Well, they're such a big country that they're literally like next to every country, you could argue. You know,
there's so many regions that
yeah, so that makes sense.
And the extent of the Mongol Empire when it was at its fucking reach is I think I don't know. I think China's everywhere today. Yeah,
so I do think, you know, just like you know, not to go conspiracy, but to go conspiracy.
Go conspiracy.
So like I believe that like all of these superpowers around the world, they all have their own deep state and their own like evil shadow government that is doing these nefarious things. And I believe they're all being disassembled in real time.
Currently.
Yeah. And so I agree that has been the case, but I think it's all ending, which is amazing. And I know,
And you think it's going to be like the New World Order, global unity?
we're entering the golden age where there's going to be technologies released. It's going to be the age of truth as well, where we're all going to be on the same page. We're all going to love each other. I truly believe we're on the cusp of this.
Do you think people are going to love each other once the overlying world global issues are done? Like hunger is solved, and so let me ask you this: in that utopia that you describe, is there no more third world countries?
No.
Everything is considered a first world.
We're all going to be on
global
like a pretty
thing.
similar playing field.
In that world, are aliens here among us?
Well, I think they already are.
So what role do they play? Are they playing a role in breaking down the shadow governments? And are they on the people's side, like
Both.
Transformers? Or
Yeah, there's bad ones and good ones, and I think Trump has made contact with the Galactic Federation, which is like the government good
of the galaxy
body of the galaxy.
They're like the Nova Corps.
Yeah. And I think,
and then there's still, what were the bad guys called? Ravagers or whatever. So there's still Ravagers out there. So if our goal, if our leader, not our leader, but like say Elon Musk is kind of like our future guy representative, right? He's the one that's saying shit that other people aren't, where he's like, we're building on the moon. We're going to fucking move to Mars. We got to put the humanity on multiple places just for the chance of survival. So is he, what's his involvement in this? Do you think he's...
So I'm very conflicted on Elon Musk. I used to be his biggest fan, and I don't know what I think about him. I could go either way. I can make an argument why I'm for him and an argument why I'm against him, because when he's saying stuff like we're going to build on the moon, like that's disinformation. It's not true. So that's why I'm like very conflicted when it comes to him.
Well, if we're looking galactically though, wouldn't you want a base on the moon?
Well, I don't believe the moon is what we understand the moon to be.
Oh, you think it's cheese?
No, I don't. I'm not claiming I know what it is. I just don't. Like I've heard that it's a hologram. I've heard all kinds of stuff about it. I'm not claiming I know. I just don't think
a hologram.
I've heard all kinds of crazy stuff.
Well, where's the projector? Is it the Hawaii fucking thing on top of the mountain?
Yep.
Really?
No, I don't know. I don't want to make any claims that like I'm not 100% sure.
We're not 100% sure on anything. You know, that's the disclaimer before this podcast should read: these don't represent the views of anybody with a brain. Yeah. These are two people who are just sitting in a fucking basement bullshitting,
just riff-raffing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a reason why every time Elon Musk launches a rocket, it goes like this.
Hasn't that been explained though?
I'm sure there's an explanation, but like, how come we haven't seen a photo from space zoomed in on Earth?
What do you mean?
Like, I want to see a photo, like someone taking like a video or a photo, and they just gradually zoom in on Earth.
What can zoom that far?
Well, a telescope from here can. So why can't we do it from up there? How come we haven't seen that yet?
Well, you'd have to go and they build those telescopes as like a whole facility on top of a volcano to get a decent view of space. But you'd have to build that from space.
No. But you and I can buy a telescope where you can see planets in space. Why can't they do even a little bit a better one from space doing that to Earth?
I don't know. I feel like I've seen some pretty detailed photos of Earth from space, but you're looking through an atmosphere of clouds. How are you supposed to see?
How are we supposed to? How can we see past the clouds here?
I suppose if it's clear skies,
it goes both ways. I'm just asking questions.
No, that's interesting. Where would they take it from? Like the space station?
Space station, satellites. Like, I don't know.
Well, I've seen videos from the space station of Earth, but they don't zoom in like you're wanting it to zoom in.
I want a continuous zoom
to see what.
I just want to see what Earth looks like from space when you're zooming in on like just a random pinpoint on Earth. And I'm sure like there's someone like a scientist watching this right now and they're like, oh my God, I can explain this. But and I'm sure, you know, you have your deep state explanation that you've been indoctrinated to say. I'm just asking questions that you might have the answer to, or you think you might have the answer to. And I, you know, like let's say I was a pilot. This is the test I would do.
Yeah.
To
fly to the North Pole.
No. I would take off, right? And I would just keep going because I should eventually just go into outer space, right?
No.
Why?
Well,
if I just keep going,
I mean, gravity keeps an atmosphere on the planet, so I would imagine that you would keep following the curvature of the Earth.
But no, I wouldn't. I would adjust for that. I would just keep going straight until I'm in outer space.
I think that would be pulling up.
But no, but you can go to outer space on the sides of Earth in theory.
Well, the Earth's round.
So that's what I'm saying. There's sides still. And I would just, if I keep going straight, I'm going to go into outer space in theory, right?
Is it like from a flat Earth perspective, you're saying if you just fly like this?
No,
if we're a globe, you're saying
globe.
Here, take off from my hand.
Okay, so I take off, right? And I just keep going straight.
Yeah, you should fly right
into outer space.
Into space.
Yeah.
But
I'm glad we have this diagram for the viewers.
Yeah. So when rockets go into space, though, don't they go like this?
They always curve.
And go like that? Is it got something to do with the amount of friction it would take to go straight up?
Well, you shouldn't have to even go straight up. You should just be able to go straight. And because you shouldn't even have to account for gravity, because if you just go straight, you should be gaining altitude if the Earth is round.
Yeah, as it curves down.
Yeah, you should be gaining
all of a sudden
altitude.
You're like,
yeah.
I don't know. That's an interesting one. I'd want to look into it a little bit.
I thought of that myself, actually. I wasn't spoon fed that one.
Well, the deep state put it in your sleep.
No.
They
got me.
Yeah, they put it into your fucking hot pocket that you ate last night, and then you dreamed of it, and today it's your belief system.
Yep.
Hi, Kitty. You know, I don't know. That's crazy. So let me ask you this. What about our unexplored ocean? Whenever anyone throws that out there where they're like, 70% of the ocean hasn't been explored. What do you think that's all about?
Well, I think there's some truth to that for sure. They just a congressman just came out and said that he believes that and he's seen evidence that there's like 4 alien spacecrafts under the ocean. That he was
big ones
on.
or
I don't know. I didn't really pry, but yeah. I mean, I think they're like. I mean, the whole Atlantis thing is interesting. I think there's a lot of interesting.
Do you think it's that you seen the ruins where they show and they're thinking this is the best thing that was Atlantis, and it's like it's like ruins off the coast of Greek or something like that?
No, I didn't know. I haven't heard about that.
I forgot what it was, but it shows like the rings that they talked about with water in between each thing, and it did fall off. I think the tectonic plates moved, and it sunk rapidly around the same time that Atlantis is talked about in whatever tablets or whatever the fuck history is written on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, bro. I also think it's crazy that people can like break down hieroglyphics,
Yeah.
you know, and make a language of it, or even like ancient Sumerian texts.
Mm-hmm.
How did ancient Sumerian, how did
How was it passed down?
Yes, how, yeah, exactly. How is that fucking figured out?
Well, AI might have like a big role in that, in deciphering it, because it's like almost like a process of elimination, and like you give it all the info, and then like it assigns meaning, and I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder how much AI has, how many questions of the universe have they fed into AI yet?
Well, because the other thing is AI has been around for way longer than the public knows about. You know,
Well,
like the government's been using it. Like,
wasn't it like late 90s or early 2000s?
I think even earlier than that, publicly.
Well, Microsoft is what, 96?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. But I mean, the government had computers before that. In the mid 90s is when the personal computer was available to the public, and maybe actually late 80s, but it really became popular in the mid 90s, where every household had a computer in their household.
Yeah.
But real quick tangent. I want to create a strain of weed that like makes it so you can't really walk, and it would be called Tectonic Chronic.
Tectonic Chronic.
Yeah.
It'll make your plates erupt.
Yeah. Let me tell you about a couple Uber rides I had. So this, I'll be taking this to the grave. I had
Well, except for right now when you tell every one of our listeners and me.
I guess taking it to the grave means something completely different than what I meant. Like, I guess I meant it in the sense that I'm taking this to the grave, like, I'm never going to forget this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't really play. But I drove this guy, pick him up from CU Boulder. I think I told you about this. And he was there to do a talk, and he's a Stanford professor.
Oh.
Took him to the airport. At the end of the ride, he goes, you know, you're actually pretty smart. I'm like,
from a Stanford professor?
That's what I'm saying.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And people say we're not educated.
Yeah. So I took American Jewish University off of my resume, replaced it with Stanford.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair, right? If a professor says I'm smart from Stanford, what are we at?
I don't know. I can't see that.
Because I smell awful. I'm sorry if you smell me. This shirt is making me hot.
I don't
Here,
know.
I'll go
I think
check.
we're
I'll
in
go
an hour or
check.
something. Audie, you're so cute. You know.
107.
Ooh, we're rapping crap. So you had it. What did you talk about with this Stanford professor that he got an insight into you and was able to make that
Well, because
judgment?
I told him I do a comedy podcast, and I'm like kind of 1 foot out, 1 foot in with comedy, and we were talking about comedy, and he was telling me that he likes to make jokes with his class, and he was telling me that like the wokeism at Stanford, it's like really hard for him because he likes to make jokes, and he's been reported a couple times.
Wow, I wonder what jokes he was making.
He actually told me, and it wasn't funny, but I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. You know,
reported.
I'm like the real estate guy. Just
Yeah.
so agreeable. But yeah, so that was a big confidence boost. I'm telling everyone that I'm like Stanford educated now.
Yeah.
And
You got to get a shirt.
Yeah, now that's the next step. Now I've earned the shirt.
Yeah.
I think I've earned the shirt. Dude, that's so funny. I'm buying a Stanford shirt.
Do it, dude. If you wear the shirt, they assume you went.
Yeah.
Who else
Yeah.
would fucking...
Yeah. So
that's fascinating, bro. Congratulations. I knew you were a...
You didn't know I was that smart, though.
Well, I knew you were a genius. Yep, you're a creative genius.
Thanks.
Look how good his hair is growing back right there too.
Dude, I actually noticed it.
Good
and
boy.
Grew pretty fast.
Had a very good, healthy coat.
Did you put like Rogaine here or something?
No, just Parmesan.
Okay.
I have a Parmesan spread. It goes great on bread and great on cats.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've been just nursing him back to health.
Good. Yeah, dude, he's looking healthy. He's looking like a unit, bro.
Yeah, he's already happy to be back out. We're still paying off his shit, but it was a good move. I think it was good.
I wonder if there's a way like you can put him to work so you're earning residual income through him. So it's like
I would have to do like an Instagram page. You know, I have a friend who's a comic, but he's got like 100,000 followers because he posts clips of his fucking Doberman.
Oh.
And he has a Doberman that just like it's a Doberman. Is that like the black with brown tips?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll post videos and the dog's really cute, but it just growls at him. It goes like, and he'll be like all in its face and stuff.
Yeah.
And people just love it, dude. And he's got 1 billion followers because of it. And they're like supporting his comedy through his dog getting all the views. And he's a great comic. He's a cool dude. I like him a lot. But it's amazing. He told me, I go, bro, how are you so popping on? He's got like 100,000 fucking Facebook followers. I go, how are you so popping, bro? What are you doing? And he's like, just posting videos of the dog. I'm like, God damn it. And I used to fucking take photos, excellent photos of pets. And I mean, I could have sold calendars. These photos were so good. And I was always afraid to put them online because I didn't have the permission of the owners. You know, and I was worried that
you could have just asked.
I know, but I had asked my boss at the time, and they said it was her company, Pet Sitting, and she goes, I don't want you to do that. And I go, okay. She said, if you do want to do it for certain pets and certain clients that I have a good relationship with, we can draw up a contract and do this. And I think she
made it a big thing.
She made it into more than I was looking to do it because I already had so many photos on my thing, and I made sure those photos didn't have any sensitive information or the background was blurred. I usually took photos in portrait mode.
Rockets.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I could have been fucking great at that.
Yeah. Let's end it with this. So I had to cut someone off in my life.
Nice.
He was one of my regular Uber riders.
Oh, no. Private?
Yeah.
He would call you and get private rides?
Yeah, but he'd call me every night, dude.
For a ride?
Yeah, just from the bar home. And I would like overcharge him because like I'm going out of my way. Sometimes I'd already be home for the night.
Oh, my God.
And I'd leave. And like
this is a guy that's like, at least he's in the same city you are?
Yeah,
where you stay?
at least. But like, dude, one time he paid me $200 to pick him up in Winter Park.
Oh, that's far.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, I didn't even want to do it, but he told me he's suicidal. I'm like, dude.
Oh, bro, you're not his therapist.
Yeah, and
you're
like,
not his
dude,
shrink.
it got to the point where he was like so toxic, I blocked him. I was like, dude, I can't do this
He was
anymore.
paying every time, though?
Sometimes, like, there's a couple times where I had to like hound him, but yeah.
Hound him? What do you mean? Like, you got him to the thing and he's like, I'll get you later next time?
And he never did. And then I like, bro, where's my money? Where's
No.
my money, Lebowski?
No way.
Yeah, yeah. So
And that's because you didn't book it through the app? You did a private booking?
Yeah.
Private driver, and he just took advantage?
He kind of did, and then like he started like saying some nasty things to me, and I was like,
To you?
Yeah, bro.
Like coming home drunk from the bar?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
took you so fucking long?
Like, along the lines of that, I'm like, bro, like,
Really?
you're lucky you're suicidal.
Oh, that's suicidal shit.
I think that's overdone.
I got 2 words for the suicidal community. Do it.
Oh god.
God damn. If they would
Yeah.
just hurry up and do it, maybe we wouldn't have to deal with it tomorrow.
Well, I felt for him because he really is
So
like,
insensitive. I apologize. Don't kill yourself.
No, it's just jokes. It's
Find
jokes.
fucking Jesus. Go eat a
Yeah.
pizza. Go drown yourself in meatloaf like the rest of us fat fucks.
Yeah. So
But-
I just, you know, like I felt like I was doing a good thing because he was really down and out and depressed, but it's like you got to protect your energy. There comes to a certain point where like you can only do so much, and like if he doesn't want to stop drinking, if he doesn't want to do things that are going to benefit him, then it's like
You can't.
I like, bro, you're dragging me down at this point, and it's like
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not doing that.
That's a great message to end on. Cut people out of your life that aren't serving your progress.
And I'm willing to sacrifice my energy. I'm willing to like a little
Yeah.
bit if I see that you're respectful, grateful, like it like I'm cool with going out of
give
my
and
way.
take.
Yeah, like I will be the punching bag. I'll do whatever because I am so pro-human and I love people so much. Like I don't give a fuck like really about my energy, but dude, this has been going on for 2 years where it's like
2 years.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
They
it's like abusive.
Well, that's the other thing that I don't like. I hate when a service is provided and people try to make a relationship off of that service. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm not human. I'm not gonna, you're just my driver. Drive me. But all I have to say is like, that's what we signed up for. I didn't sign up to talk to you. I didn't sign up to be your friend. I didn't sign up to do any of this.
Yeah.
And I carry that on to co-workers too, bro. And especially when you're, God forbid, you're the boss of people.
It gets a little dicey.
Well, here's my number one rule. No excuses. Now, I know you have a billion fucking excuses. My whole thing is I don't want to hear a single one. I'm going to bypass that, cut out the middleman every time because I don't want to be part of your life. I don't want to fucking hear about how hard it is. I don't want to know all the struggles and my car's broken and all that fucking bullshit. Trust me, I'm dealing with the same shit and nobody's there to fucking, I got nobody to call and complain to.
Yeah.
So if my whole thing is like, I cut out the middleman. I don't ever want to hear an excuse. I just need to know immediately what the end result is. You're going to be here or you're not. Done. I'll deal with it from there.
So that's my new thing. I'm trying not to complain anymore.
Yeah, I could really work on that. I complain a lot.
I complain a lot too. Everyone does, but like I'm trying to like.
It's easy to
like but there's a difference between complaining and like complaining for a bit.
Yeah,
You know, so like
I often satirically complain. Or
that's
or
different. But like if you're just complaining and you're bringing down the energy, bringing down the vibe, it's like, bro, like dude, literally this guy's been complaining for the last year about the same fucking thing. I'm like, bro, I can't hear this anymore.
The people in a hamster wheel.
Yeah, it's like he's literally in and we're all in our own little micro hamster wheel. Like you know, like
let me ask you this. Do you ever feel like you're getting to a good spot in your life and then somebody you're close to starts going down? And you're like, oh, I don't want to fucking deal with this. I just finally got over my shit.
Yeah, that's
and you're like, fuck, I don't really want to run to the rescue of this person. But I'm pro-human. I like the way you said that. I think we're empathetic and we're like
both like that.
We're like, hey, we do want to help people. And at the end of the day, I want you to know that I am a good spirit here for you and for the benefit of your health. But God, I do need a break from it.
You got to protect. You got to. My grandma said this actually. Like she passed away.
They have the best advice. Yeah.
Yeah. She goes. You got to take care of yourself first.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was going to be deeper than that. That's pretty. It's pretty basic. A lot of grandmas have it in there.
She actually also had another really good thing.
It's also what they tell you on planes.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't that original.
Yeah,
but this one's a little more original. But also, you've heard this before. She goes, and this also really resonated with me. Is like, you don't have to prove anything to anybody.
That's a good one. That's a great one.
That's my favorite one.
That's a hard one to. It's an easy one to forget, and it's a hard one to make a pillar. Yeah. And it really has to be a pillar in your foundation. And depending on what you do, I think it's helpful in almost every aspect of life, like work life, personal life, all the balance. And especially with family. So many people are stuck living under the limitations and expectations of their family when they really should just
be you, be free.
And I think nowadays that's getting better. There's a lot of people that are like quitting their family and just cutting contact.
I don't know if that's necessarily, that's very case by case, I think.
100% case by case. But I do think that I don't think it should be I don't think this statement should be lived by everybody in concrete where they're like, well, family's family. You got to fucking, no. If that fucking person is toxic, and they're dangerous to you, get them the fuck out of your life.
Or at least like a break from them, and then like you revisit it. And I was thinking about with this guy, I was like, maybe I just like, block him for a little bit.
See if he gets better, but
he's not.
If he calls you in 6 months, or who reopens that? Do you call him in 6 months? And
I would reopen it. I'd be like, hey, dude, I just need a break from you.
I'm also scared to be
honest. Or like,
forthwith with people like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
how do you tell somebody if they didn't know they were trading you like that? How do you
I told him, I was like, bro, like, I got to the point where we were texting back and forth. He said some really nasty things to me. I'm like, hey, dude, like, you're my bro. Like, we could be bros, but don't ask me for rides anymore. And then he said another mean thing. And I was like, dude, you're just bad vibes. I can't do this.
Will you tell me off air? I want to know the mean things he say.
I'll show you the text.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't believe that absurdity from a driver that you've never hung, or from like a passenger you've never hung out with outside of that.
Well, no,
would you show up and like go wait at the bar for him to finish his drink and then like leave with him?
I've gone to the bar with him and had a drink with him. And I think what rubbed him the wrong way is most recently he was like, bro, like, I'm so sad. Come to the bar. Like, I just need someone to talk to. I was like, bro, like, I need to work right now. Like, I need to.
Yeah.
And he's like, please, bro. I'm like, dude, like, okay, pay me $40 and I'll come sit at the bar with you. And
yeah. Because you gotta work. You gotta make money for that time.
And he agreed to it, but then it was like then it was a hassle to get him to pay me the $40. It's like, bro, like, I was so upfront about that. I need to work. I need to make money. And now it's like it's so. Yeah. All right. We'll end it here.
Well, that's wild. That's I guess the best thing to remember. You got to end it on a point. You can't just end it like that.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
Yeah.